right, and we're back with episode number 4.
Can we just talk about what happened right before we hit record?
Yeah, well, here, how
Really
about we talk
quick.
about the end of episode 3. We had video on it so that people could see you almost die.
That's not the first time I
If you,
almost died drinking a shot of something.
well, here, let's just do a little recap of what happened here. How about you take it away?
Hmm. How about you take it away? You thought it was funny. I didn't.
Well,
I
I
almost
didn't know what
died.
was going on. I saw you looking at me, and then you were spitting out pieces of metal,
Yeah.
so I didn't know what was going
So we had the backup shot glasses,
on.
and there was pins in there, not tacks, not like those. Put what do you call them on when you hang up pictures and
Yeah, yeah,
stuff?
thumbtacks.
Thumbtacks. That's the
Yeah,
word. Yeah, just like a couple of pins to hold up like a rack.
yeah.
And I guess we were in such a rush to drink the shot that I didn't take them out. I poured the tequila, didn't shake the glass, and I was just like, "Hey, let's." I
That's the
threw it.
thing. I didn't even notice them when I moved them over. I
Yeah,
didn't even when you put them down, I didn't notice it yet.
yeah. I felt like seeing that Chandelier song.
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, shot. 1, 2, 3. I was like, throw him back till I lose count. I was like, throw him back till I fucking choke and die.
Yeah, I know. I thought you were about to. I'm like, what's going on? And all of a sudden I see. I'm like, oh, all right.
Okay, Kyle. So episode 4. What are
Yes.
we drinking today? Give us a little bit of history, Mr. Researcher Man.
Well, today on A Few Beers and a Shot, we are going to be drinking Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy.
Yes.
A little bit about the Leinenkugel Brewing Company here. They are from Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. And then they just are a subsidiary of Molson Coors. So they're bought out by Molson Coors. They have quite a few different beers. They go from lagers, ales, and shandies. They also have like this one variety pack. It was called like the Brewmaster something or other, where they have,
The Brewmaster mix.
yes, where you mix the beers like half of one and half of the other, and you create a completely different beer.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. You told me about that before.
Yeah, me and Colleen did a few of those, and they're actually pretty cool. I
That's
like them.
yeah.
But yeah, summer shandy, a nice summertime all day kind of drinking beer. What do we got here? What is the
Alcohol level.
another 4.2?
Another
We're in the
4.2.
areas of the 4.2s.
Yes.
Except when we did
And
Lagunitas, that was what, a 6.4?
oh, and just wait until we get to the brown sugar.
That's gonna be way later on. Right, we got plenty of other things to try out before we knock out those
Before we
8,
circle back.
9, 10 percenters where
Oh yeah.
we're taking sips
Yeah.
and not drinks. So
This is the natural lemonade flavor we're drinking.
yep, half beer, half lemonade.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. So if you wanna pop them open.
Let's go ahead and love that sound.
Yeah, so
Cheers.
let's see. Cheers to summer.
Cheers to summer.
All right.
We're already in it, but yeah.
Hey.
It is good, good.
Oh yeah. I like it that it's a little bit sour, but not too sour.
Yeah.
You get that little bit of lemonade with the beer.
Yeah, that's something you could definitely drink while you're eating, kind of. It's not because it's not too heavy.
What do? Drink while you're eating. Drink while you're just sitting outside doing nothing.
I'm
Like
saying.
after yard work,
Oh,
or like just being outside all day
yeah,
and having like 3 or 4 of those, like one right after the other.
yeah.
Have nice. I feel like eating it that one day, just some nice slices of pizza. Just like, oh, let's go at it.
I was just thinking of Game when you said, "Oh, after yard work, you could drink just about anything,
Yes.
including Ramspis."
Oh, why? Because of the pH balance.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, what's in your mind?
Not just that whole movie's on my mind.
Yeah.
Like
Gam Gam.
Gam, fucking warming up the sausages, Or
Yeah,
when
just grabs it and starts
she
smacking
talks
it.
about drinking Ram's piss, she's like, "Who's drinking piss?"
Oh yeah, Monique. Honey, who's drinking piss? Yeah.
Oh, I was just talking about something in the old country. Man, the old country was fucked up.
Yep. Gam. Me and my buddies back in Monterey once tried to do a beer fest type deal where we had all the games.
Oh.
We got like 2 kegs. It wasn't that many of us. It was maybe 10 of us, and we got 2 kegs, and we actually got like alcohol,
Mhm.
like liquor, and it was we had a good time. We ended up like showering this dude with the beer.
Yeah.
Like we were like, we have a lot of beer. Let's...
We had not last year, a couple years before, we had beer Olympics
Yeah,
at my friend Cam and Alyssa's house.
I've
And
yet
dude,
to attend.
oh, dude, yeah, it is. It is definitely a spectacle. We had a inflatable bouncy house with a water slide,
Yeah,
and we would do relay races where you have to, chug, do flip cup, and then run up, slide down, and tag the next person. We would do that.
yeah.
Oh, dude, and we'd have crazy just different games, dude. Oh, it was one of the it was one of the most fun events to do during the summertime.
Right.
Like people were passing out after like it'd be like 3 o'clock in the afternoon,
Yeah.
and people are sleeping. Oh, dude, it was so much fun.
Yeah. Summertime's always a good time.
We have to do. We will have to do beer Olympics again, sometime in the near future. Hopefully, when eventually I get a new house, maybe me and Colleen can take up the beer Olympics time where people will come to us and destroy.
I'm gonna
Be a good
represent
time.
my home team, Mexico.
Oh, dude, we would pick teams and we would have like, we would wear different colored like outfits to match each other and everything.
Yeah.
Dude, it was fun. Yeah, I liked it. It was a good time.
So how many people compose the team?
Let's see. I think when we did it, there was
You said you do relays.
well, there was like four. We would have like 4 or 5 on a team.
Okay.
So then we would do like boat races too, where like you'd sit in a row and
Yeah.
the one person would have to chug their beer, run down to the fence, come back, and then sit down for the next person to go. We would do those kind of boat races. Then we would do like shotguns. Then we would do beer darts. What else? We would do tons of shit, man. Like we had a lot. It was a fun time. And then it got to the point like we would stop playing games, and then we just get to drinking. Just drink after a certain point.
Well, we did good. Let's drink.
Yeah, but I mean, there was a couple videos where we did like we did the opening game like ceremony. We had like sparklers and stuff. It was a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good times, and dude, it was just a lot of drinking, long fucking hot ass day, and yeah, good times. Good times.
Cool. Well, I hope I get to go to the next
Well, whenever there is one, we were
Yeah.
supposed to have one last year, but I don't know what happened. I think Cam and Alyssa moved, and we just didn't have enough logistical cooperation to get it done. But it's all right.
one. So how many people would go to these events, parties? Like just off the top
Like
of your head.
at least 15, 20 people.
Okay.
So
So you had like 3 teams.
yeah, sometimes 3, or we would just combine them into 2.
Yeah.
2 big long relay races. There was one year there was only like the very first year we did it, there wasn't that many of us, and it was this dude. I completely forgot his name. We had a relay race where you had to like go on a slip and slide
Yeah.
and like finish like you tag and go back and forth.
Yeah.
Dude knocked out the whole fucking table. We had a table set up with cups and everything. He fucking slid, lost control,
Yeah.
and just like booted the table, and everything went flying all over the place. I forgot the dude's name. I think we called him Tex.
Party foul.
I don't know. I forgot the dude, but yeah, it was pretty funny.
Okay. I remember bunch of 4th of July parties at this dude's house that I used to work with, and we play beer pong.
Mhm.
I believe it or not, I used to be good at beer pong. I don't know how I am now. I've been out of practice.
Yeah, I know. Don't you remember? We
Well,
destroyed people
Yes.
when we would play.
Yeah, but you're talking about 5
And then
plus years ago. I haven't played since.
And then we, one of us would puke in those cups, and they would drink it.
We're bad people.
Yes.
We can't be left alone.
Yes, we made them drink it after we beat them.
Well, that's what happens when you challenge the masters.
Amen. Yeah, I remember your 4th of July parties you would have, because you would call me at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
What are you doing, man?
Yeah, come see me at home.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah. No, but like even before, like with was it Wojtek and Jordan? I think we annihilated
Yes.
in a random house. Well, for you it wasn't random. For me it was random. I was like, hey, let's go to these people's house that was neither of their parents, and they were just
hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah, they were having a party, and it was cold.
They were our age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cold. We were in the garage with a heater going, and we're like, hey, let's You got a beer? You got a ping pong table? I see cups. I see beer. I was starting to put the pieces together, and I was like, let's do it.
Yep, and we did, and we destroyed it.
Yes. Not the first time I've destroyed at beer pong, and I enjoy it, dude. It's fun. But to that we got bored because they weren't making any.
Yeah.
And we're like, might as well just start
Oh yeah,
drinking.
we just started drinking what was going on. We're like, well, all right, they missed. All right, well, we'll drink
Yeah.
this one, just fill it back up.
Yeah, I'll give you a freebie.
Yeah.
Let's make it even. I'll drink all of them and leave one cup on the table.
We gotta keep going because we're getting sober here.
That was the night you almost died.
Let's not talk about
Oh, come on.
that. No, dude. Yeah, that was a good night.
We could talk about my near-death experiences, but not yours.
Yeah, because yours was a lot more entertaining than mine.
Oh, no.
Yours was,
Trust me.
you were calling me, you're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm fine.
Oh, dude.
I'm almost on 55
Yep.
going the wrong way. I'm good.
Yeah, well, I had to follow you home for a reason.
I know.
That shit was funny. To me, it was funny.
Yeah.
First, I was worried. Of course, I was concerned at the time, but now I'm looking at it, I'm like, this asshole made it home. I can go home now. And, oh my God.
But you should have just stayed at my house since you made it all the way to my house. Might as well should have just came in.
Well, that was when I could and should have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few times when we had those.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see what other summertime. Oh, dude. So speaking with Summer Shandy and different Leinenkugel beers, did you ever go floating?
Yeah.
Here?
I want to say no, but I've been to an area where people were floating. Like we went to a sandbar on was it Kankakee River?
Okay.
And yeah, we went out there. We were there, and people were just like floating.
Yeah.
You could say yes and no.
We start off in Shorewood.
Mm-hmm.
I think we start off in Shorewood. Yeah. We start off in Shorewood. Just go down the little river or whatever the hell it is, dude. Such a good.
Yeah.
So we have it, dude. It would just be. It takes 2.5, 3 hours, maybe even 4, depending on if the water's low.
Yeah.
To get this whole thing done, dude. And we're drinking like you're literally drinking. I think we would do maybe 10 a piece. And then you're just laying there. Okay. But like just being able to relax after a while and just doing that is pretty fun.
Yeah.
We went kayaking one time. And kayaking and drinking.
I fucking hate kayaking,
oh, dude. I got the worst sunburn of my life.
Well, yeah, that'll happen too.
No, but we had I had clothes on and it still went through.
Ooh, wow.
And I still have that's the tan line from 2.5 years ago, dude. My leg still has the tan line. That's how much we got burnt. Because I remember when we were done, me and Colleen went home or to our parents' house, and we were gonna.
I bet her parents were like, "Who are these tomatoes?"
Oh, dude, they were like, dude, we got home there. We were supposed to go out and hang out with somebody else.
Yeah.
And we literally got on the patio furniture and didn't move because it hurt to breathe. Dude, it was that bad.
So
if she gets a suntan, if she's inside the house and the sun's shining on her, it's that pale.
I remember one time I went to Cancun with a couple of friends, and there was 2 dudes, 2 girls. One of the guy and girl, my buddy, and one of the girls was her girlfriend, his girlfriend, and the other one was a friend of the girls. We were all college buddies, and we went to I think it was Cabo.
Okay.
And so you're at the beach, you're bound to get a tan. So the friend didn't put any sunblock on, and she just stayed out there. And it got to the point where it was just her legs getting a tan, because she's like, "That's what I want to tan, my legs." Blah blah blah. Dude, she was roasted, dude. She could not walk. When we got back from Cabo in the airport, she had to ask for the wheelchair assistance. She couldn't walk. She was like, fuck. She was miserable.
It's terrible.
And we were just making fun of her. We're like, oh my God, it can't be that bad. She's like, my legs.
No, man, there's dude, when I got sunburned, oh my God. And I don't get sunburned that often.
Yeah.
But me and Colleen got burnt.
Well,
it was awful.
When I get sunburned, is first I'll go brown. And if I start turning red, I'm like, oh yeah, shit, this isn't good.
Yep.
Because it's horrible. I've gotten it before.
I usually only get it hit it on my legs, and then like right on the top of my chest, right there. That's the only places I'll burn, and maybe like my cheeks for a minute.
Yeah.
But then
Still get chapped.
I go right to brown. So
Yeah. That's because your skin's probably accustomed to it.
yeah,
So it'll just go to it'll be like, oh, we could skip that. You know? I meet the TE. So we don't hear those.
Don't hear our accepted friend requests.
Yes, all our friend requests, all 37 of them.
Hey man, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta say, we gotta get the word out to the people.
Baby steps, man.
That's the only way people hear what we talk about is if we get it out ourselves. So.
Well, we have a bunch of like summer stories from like just growing up in Summit.
That is true, man. We would spend a lot of time together during the summertime.
Riding our bikes.
Doing stupid shit all the time.
I always remember one of the things I used to like a lot was riding that street by the canal. By Deep Summit, you would go, and we had our very own Dead Man's Curve.
Yeah.
By Archer.
Yeah, dude. Summertime was just fun. Like when we would just go and be out, run around. You know, like I look around now, and I don't see it like how we used to do. We would play games, and it wouldn't just be like in front of the house. And we would play like tag or like dodgeball or something like, and it would be like the whole like the barrier would be like, all right, you got to be within this 4-block radius.
Yeah.
Like we wouldn't be like, all right, you got to be in this area. It'd be like, all right, this block, this block, this block, and this block.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and and like I remember hiding in people's yards and nobody cared.
Oh yeah.
You know, and like, and I don't see that at all.
No, well, I think a lot of it has to do with how there's a bunch of, I don't know, predators, let's say.
Oh yeah.
So now, like, parents our age would be more protective.
Yeah.
I mean, not to say that there wasn't when we were kids, but like the awareness now because of social
there's
media.
just not as much as it was before. Like all that shit was probably the same.
Yeah.
Just nobody really thought about it. But dude, I remember we would be out all night or all day, all night. You know, dude. And then if we were like staying at Phil's house, we were out till.
Oh yeah, we were out past the curfew.
We'd never even like come home. We'd just be like, it's alright.
I remember one time we were out past 10 o'clock. I think it was me, Ruiz, and Phil. And we were walking, like, they lived like 5 blocks away from each other. Mm-hmm. But we would like, it's 11 o'clock. And it was like, we're crashing at so-and-so's house. So we would go and start walking. And I remember one time they pulled us. I was like, hey, what are you guys doing in the street? Like, we're like junior high school kids. We're not like vandals. But now I look at those kids and I'm like, oh man, what are those sketchy kids up to? And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Speaking of being out after curfew.
Yeah.
We've had a couple nights when we were out after curfew. And we'd have to trip over holes and fall into the ground.
That's a winter story.
Hide from police. No, yeah, but it's not a winter story.
It is.
That was winter?
It was homecoming and it was snowing.
No, that wasn't.
It was like a fall story.
Yeah, it was like, wasn't it a mini homecoming?
No, it was homecoming. Oh,
well, if it was homecoming.
Yeah.
I guess that would be fall.
Yeah.
But we could still talk about it because it's still funny.
Because it's still a good time.
Yeah, that was an awesome story. Right?
Yeah,
that was an awesome time.
Dude, I remember.
All right.
The best part of that story was we were drunk, teenagers. We're walking to your sister's house. We see the cop, and we're like, shit. And we start running. For some reason, we're running towards it, and that's where we fell in the hole.
Yes. And we luckily we fell right before the spotlight like came across us.
Yeah, it was like Metal Gear Solid mission.
We just fell right into the dirt, and we got up, and we're just laying there like, shh, in my ears. Like, look. And as soon as he turned around the parking lot and drove away, we ran and like jumped on her porch, like, we're safe.
I don't think we ever ran that fast.
I've never ran that fast ever since.
Yeah,
that was the fastest. If I had that one run, that was the one run.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. And the funny thing was, I remember getting to the house. I don't remember being dirty from being in that hole. And then you told me the next day, like, my sister was furious.
Yes. Oh, dude,
because we fucked up her house. I was like, I don't remember being dirty.
Yeah. And then the day after, we go and we ride our bikes over to the house to meet up with everybody else that was still there.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, hey man, what's going on? Oh, nothing. And then I forgot whoever it was laid in the bed, and I pulled the covers up, and they're like,
Well,
"What the fuck? It's all wet."
he who did the deed shall remain nameless, but when
Yes.
he left, Harold laid in the bed.
Yes.
And he's like, oh, he's like, I slept on the floor, man. I'm going to go lay down on this bed because we had just ate like 2 crave cases and a case of brisk, I think.
Yeah.
He's like, he's like, this feels wet. And then everybody just started cracking up. He's like, oh.
Yep. And then that dude finally was like, "Yeah, man, sorry, I pissed the bed last night.
Yeah.
That's why I slipped out and didn't tell nobody."
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, like a shadow in the night. He just slipped out. He's like, I'm out. We're like, man, he's not hungover. He doesn't want to eat.
Yeah.
Eat food.
Where did he go?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why he left. Never mind.
Another great story was the one. Well, I guess since we're telling stories that don't have anything to do with summer anymore,
No,
the 16th birthday story. It's probably one of the best parties that I remember going to. I mean, the homecoming was pretty lit because it was, but your 16th birthday was pretty awesome.
But you could tell me what you remember of it. I don't remember much of it.
But I don't even know. It felt like okay, so just to give some people some reference, it was like that scene from 10 Things I Hate About You. We're supposed to be like a small party,
And
and
it blows up.
we were the nerds, I guess, and to make it like we were like the few kids that were invited, and then all of a sudden it was like somebody like the doors open and like to just random people. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing here? And then like just more and more kept showing up.
Yep.
You had the wrestling team, the football team, the volleyball team, the basketball team. And then you got the wrestlers outside, like, oh, I got you, bro, I got you. Like,
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it was fun times, man.
that was.
Even though I didn't like talking to the majority of those people,
Yeah.
One night we all came together for one
Epic
good
event.
one epic event, and then we all dispersed.
Yeah.
And we all went back to normal the next day. Like, yeah, we don't talk to those
Yeah.
people. It's okay.
It was one of those like up to it was a dream.
Oh yeah.
But I remember hanging out at the because your sister had a bar in that basement, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I was hanging out with them, and she had a friend over too who was.
Oh, dude, my sister's friends were there. My other sister's friends were there. My parents were there.
Right. And I remember that was the first time I had a slippery nipple.
Yes. Oh, buttery.
Was it buttery nipple?
Yeah.
Okay. And they were like, "You want a slippery nipple?" I was like, "Yes." What? Of course. Mine or yours?
Yeah. That is the best part when you were like, you had a beer with my dad, right? You're like,
I was drinking screwdrivers.
yeah. Or he's like, call me Mike.
Yeah, your dad was like, "Yeah, you can just call me Mike." I was like, "Okay, Mike."
Yep. Even though I'm 16.
I love your dad.
Cheers, Mike.
I'm glad I got to talk to him earlier today. I hadn't talked to him in a while.
Yeah, it's been a little bit since I talked to him. You'll see him on Saturday.
Yeah.
So they're coming to the birthday party.
I'm looking forward to that. I haven't seen your mom in forever.
Yeah, she's not. That's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother can of worms we're not going to open.
Dude, that's a can of worms that will remain closed, especially on this podcast. So,
yeah. But
if we ever get ads for BetterHelp, okay, then
you're a horrible person.
Then maybe we could talk about BetterHelp and my mother.
That woman carried you in her womb for 9 months, probably more.
No, I was right on time. The best part about it is that the day my dad was taking my mom to the hospital, he's driving. The car died on the train tracks.
Oh
God. And my dad got out and left me and my mom in the car.
Well, did he leave and just take off, or
he was like
he got out to push?
He's like, oh shit, the car has stopped, and he just got out and walked away.
Let me go get some help.
And my mom. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
My 18th one was pretty good too. I don't think you were there for that.
No. Wait, no, I might have been. I just didn't go because I was already we already lived in different.
Yeah, you came out here.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think you were there for the 18th. No, the 18th. I had. There, Wezzo was there. I think Harold might have been there. Like random people, dude. Like people that I rarely talk to now, but they were there. And dude, that one I think got even worse.
those dudes were. I mean, they were a little bit
Oh, dude,
out there, but they're cool, dude.
no, but dude, partying with them
Yeah.
at that age,
Yeah, that was
dude,
crazy.
like, I remember there was one night these other guys that were Bridgeview Garden dudes. I was partying with them one night. We ended, dude, I don't know how those guys never got in trouble.
Yeah.
The Bridgeview Garden kids, like, I don't know how.
Well, I went to a bunch of parties and it was like with people over there too in Bridgeview Gardens, but I would roll up with Nat, Burger,
Hmm.
Rap, and because we all lived in a certain area, so we would go to these parties and they would get pretty wild too. I always wondered, I was like, how do these guys not get in trouble?
Yeah, dude.
And we raided
Oh, dude, do you
the
remember
Colch's dad's liquor cabinet one night.
what was the one birthday party we went to? Oh, fuck. It was I can't think of the name, but her house was right on the. So when you had to take the trail to go from Bedford Park to Gardens,
Okay.
her house was right there on the trail. That very first house. I remember we went to that.
Becky.
Yeah, we went to that birthday party.
That was
That birthday party was insane too.
Yeah. Well, she had a pool too, and
Yes.
everybody was like, "I'm gonna jump in the pool now."
Yeah, dude, I remember that being insane.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm talking.
I rode my bike to that party. I remember.
I don't even. Did I go? Did we go back to my sister's house that night?
Oh, was she already living there?
Yeah.
Yeah, then
We probably most likely went there.
Well, the cool thing is, I don't think that party had that much booze.
Yeah. No, but the parents were cool.
Yeah.
Like, they gave us a little bit,
Yeah.
and they're like, "All right, that's enough."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Come on, let's have." Some
It
more."
wasn't like it was. It was like, here's the keys to the liquor cabinet.
No,
Guys, have
yeah,
fun.
his dad went to the fucking store and brought back more. Like, "Oh, you guys, looks like you guys are a little low. Here you go."
Well, I remember we got to that party. Harold was already trashed. I was like, dude,
yeah.
I just saw you 10 minutes ago. I'm like, did somebody spike the punch at the dance?
Yeah, I remember that he was laying on the like bench
Yeah.
thing, going after a certain other, trying to talk to a certain lady.
Yeah. And we used to do, we always used to do this thing where it was like, I killed you. Like, it was like the Ahmed from the Jeff Dunham puppets.
Mm-hmm.
And we would always used to yell that at each other. And it was me, him, and Bipro did that to each other all the time. And I saw him, and like the only reason he got up when we walked there was to do this. He's like, I kill you. And I was like, dude, you need to lay your head down again. You are not in your right state of mind. And then 20 minutes later, he was on the toilet doing the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, dude. All right. So I don't want to use a name for that. That particular event.
Give me clues. Give me clues.
Here,
I was there.
I'll just show you. I'm not gonna name names. He had those kind of eyes and a dog.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
He was on the football team.
Yes. He was trying to fiddle the dog.
Yeah.
While he was that drunk.
Yeah, it was either that or cook it. One of the two.
Yeah, that. And then a couple of the girls were doing the unmentionables.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Yes, that was pretty intense for being 16 years old.
Yeah, we were young adults.
We had a few moments like that throughout the high school years. You know, but hey, more power to them.
Yeah,
you know,
more power to them wherever they are now.
Yeah, who knows?
That's what I said. Wherever they are now.
Well, our 20th
20th
high school reunion is coming up pretty soon.
Yes.
I never received any info about that. If I do receive info, I might have to go just kind of gander at what
I didn't graduate from Argo, so I might.
But you were in the yearbook. You were in the yearbook.
Yeah, because I took the picture. Yeah,
I know.
Because they took the senior picture.
Dude, there were so many people. I remember looking at that fucking yearbook.
Yeah.
And looking at people like, who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah.
Or who's that chick? I'd never seen any of these people before.
Yeah.
Like there had to have been maybe like 85 people that I never saw before in my life.
Oh, there's probably 100 for me.
Yeah.
But I always ran with it like a tight knit group of people.
Yeah, me too.
Like I've always done that.
There were just people that I would just avoid just because, I just or I would talk to them for like 2 seconds and realize that I can't stand them and I just walk away. In mid conversation, they'd be like, "Oh, how's your day?" I'm like, "Yeah, leave me alone." Just walk away. Like, I'm not trying to be rude. I just don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know, man. It was high school. Different now.
That's true.
I'll at least talk to you for a little bit before I ignore you. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think what else. There's some other ones that were going around.
Yeah.
I had plenty of like, I don't know. My summers, most of my summers were spent working. Like I worked for the village, so I was always doing that during the day, and then just like, well, that was like in high school.
Well, at that point, I think I was working too. I was at the rink, roller rink. That's where yeah.
And like getting older, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think, like really, like, well, all right. So I mean, in my early 20s, dude, like me and Phil probably have a lot of summer
Yeah.
stories. A lot of summer stories I should talk about.
Talk about
I mean, there was one night I could talk about this. We uh we were hanging out on Rush Street.
yeah.
But we had to park our car. Well, I drove, of course. But we had to park. Oh God, like maybe like half a mile away from all
Yeah.
the bars. We parked in a parking garage. And we're walking down the street, and it's me, him, I think maybe like Jack.
Infamous Jack that I still don't
Dude,
know.
dude, if you met him, you would lose your mind. He is a
In a
special
good
character.
way or a bad way?
A little bit of both. You'd be like, "Oh, this dude's cool," but I had enough. Like we're done talking.
For real, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, on that level. That level.
okay.
So we're walking. You know, we get to the parking garage, walking down the street, going back to the right the bars where all the bars are on Red Street. Limousine just flies around the corner. It just
Okay.
stops. Doors fly open. It's a bachelorette party. Random bachelorette party stops, and the three of us are on the street. They come, snatch us into the limo.
So they sequestered you.
Yes, but here's the thing: the limo wasn't driving; it just like parked there for us for like 10 minutes. Threw us in the limo, and these girls like drink this, drink that, hey, woo, fucking slamming drinks down our throats. Don't know what we were taking, and then and then they just kicked us out.
Could have been Ram Space.
It was like a drive-by drink fest. Here, drink and then done. And he kicked us out. I'm like, all right, this is cool. So then we just keep walking down the street. Go to some, you know, we go to one of our local spots down there that we would go to that's no longer there.
Yeah.
And dude, it would be like it's in the basement, and this place was just fucking crazy. It was open till 5 a.m. and we would get there maybe around like 11 o'clock, and we would leave probably at like quarter to 5.
Okay.
And, probably shouldn't be talking about this without his approval. He'd probably get mad at me about this.
Don't give away too much.
I'm not going to talk about that. Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind, because I don't think he knows about that part of it.
I
So
don't know if they'll give a shit or not, but
yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Fuck it. So
we can say I twisted your arm into it.
yeah. So one of the
Tell me
guys
the story. Tell me the story.
one of the guys that was with me,
Yeah.
he was obsessed with one of the bartenders that was there.
That's to happen.
Yes, and I'm talking about like we would go, and he would only go to sit there and like look at her and talk to her.
It was love.
Yeah, whatever. So he would there was a dude always walking around fucking selling flowers, and dude would, you know, he'd buy like 3 or 4 of them for her,
Yeah.
fucking put them down, she would be like, whatever bullshit,
Yeah.
and then he would just be like, all right, he'd buy Heinekens, and he'd buy Heinekens and like tip her $5, and then buy a Heinekens again, tip her another $5, and then when it was all said and done, he would tip her like
A stupid amount.
like too much money, much money. So I remember the one night I'm watching him, she is playing the game fucking hard, like she is just doing everything she can to milk as much cash out of him, right?
Just a sucker in him.
Oh, dude, yeah. He's falling for it, and I'm just watching, just sitting there, just drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all said and done. He walks away to either go to the bathroom or do whatever the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
I walk up to her and I give her $40 cash. Just doing like, here, $40 for you. She's like, what's this for? You did a fucking awesome job. And she's like, what? I'm like, oh, with my buddy. And she just smiled and walked away. I'm like, oh, damn.
So
like,
she knew she got caught playing them.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And then, but she got rewarded for it. So I wasn't gonna, you know, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I had some good times there too, but I can't talk about that shit up here. I'd get in trouble probably. Well, at least I'd have some people mad at me, but it was okay. It was good times. I mean, that's what the chicks from Michigan, that bar when we went back to the hotel and Phil stranded me there.
Oh,
Yeah, and I fucking sat there and my phone died. Yeah, and I was way too drunk to drive home, so I had to literally sit there and be like, it's nice that my friends just
it's
up
a
and
it's
leave me
a
here.
it's a life experience, man.
Oh, I know. Oh, it was a good life experience.
Yeah, I remember. Um, I had a bunch of stories like that. I don't know if they were summer stories, winter stories, whatever. They were just like going out partying stories where we would just get into crazy shenanigans and you live to tell the tale.
Yep.
Then that's like the key word. You live to tell the tale.
Oh yeah.
Because yeah.
Dude, I remember when
I'm surprised. Honestly, I'm surprised I've made it this far in life.
Oh yeah, me too.
Like I'm like if I go back and look at some of the shit I've done, I'm like, how
Yep.
or why did I do that?
Dude, there was one night, me, Phil, and Jack went out. We were out. It was obnoxiously long.
Yeah.
How long we were out,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "Bro, I need to crash. Can't I can't go. I can't go anywhere. I need to fucking stay." And he's like,
Gotta go.
"Yep." And I'm like, "Are you for real?" He's like, "Yeah, and you gotta take Jack home." So now
You gotta take the baby home. That's probably why.
So now here. So we left the north side where he lived.
Yeah.
I don't remember leaving the north side, driving the Berwyn, and then driving home, getting out of my car, getting into my house, and then like I fell asleep. Well, I'll just say I fell asleep at that moment, which I thought I did.
Mm.
The next morning, my folks wake me up. They're like, "Hey, what the fuck happened
Yeah.
last night?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And I wake up, and they're like, "Dude, you left the refrigerator door open. The microwave door's open.
Landfill.
There's shit all over the floor. And then my face is, I'm laying in a plate full of bagel dogs
Oh
with
my
like half
god.
of my clothes on. And I'm just like, what? What are you talking about? They're like, what the fuck happened last night? I'm like, I don't know, but it must have been great. So I'm just like, oh, here we
Well,
go.
that was like my birthday a couple years ago. I got messed up by like, so the party probably went till like 10 or 11 at night. By 7, I was annihilated. I was smoking stogies. I was drinking Lagunitas and Coors, and I was mixing my beers, dude. That probably messed me up. But I was drinking like since noon.
Yeah.
So by 7, and I was like putting them back, dude, because it's September, it's hot, and I had my brother-in-law with me drinking. So I've been told I had an awesome time. I don't remember it. I
Yeah.
remember like little bits and pieces,
Oh,
but
did I remember Talia?
yeah, I just told her, I was like, was I an asshole to anybody? She's like, no. I was like, was it funny? She was like, yeah. I mean, you were,
To me, no.
to me, she's like, to me, it wasn't funny because I have to deal with you. But
Mm-hmm.
she was like, overall, yeah, I guess you were funny. And I was like, so you're saying I had a good time? And she's like, yeah. I was like, that's all I needed to know.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Good times.
Good times, man.
That's just like good times we had when your birthday.
Oh yeah, I was gonna get to that one too.
Yeah, when the three of us reconnected. Well, me and Phil reconnecting after what 14 years.
Yeah.
That was a fun time, dude. Actually, especially when we were at once we left Tap House.
Yeah.
And I went to
Mojo's or Uptown.
Oh, we went to Mojo's because that's where the bombs were at. Different shots.
Mm-hmm.
And we went from one shot to another shot to another shot. To another.
Dude, we started doing shots at Tap House.
I know, but but then because they have the book at Mojo's of all the different ones, we were just like, this one.
Yeah. It's like playing Russian roulette with shots.
Yep. And then coming back here and fucking chilling in the backyard and drinking even more.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, that was a fun night. Well, that night we started early too.
Well, yeah, me and you killed
24 pack of Tecate.
Yeah, that was our pregame.
Yeah.
It was the Tecate water.
Yeah.
Before we went and had some actual beer.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good times, man.
We can't let we can let Colleen. Not us. She doesn't get that way though. She's usually like when she knows she's done, she's done. She's pretty good at that. We're the idiots that
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I can drive. Yeah.
Oh man, actually, I can't believe man, we're only having one beer again.
Yeah.
I know Lagunitas we had two each.
Yeah.
What was
Number 2.
number one?
Number 1 was the. Can't remember.
Yeah, I only drink more than one.
Yeah, we
I think
drank
we
2.
drank the whole 6-pack, didn't we?
Afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, we're either getting old or we're just too busy
I don't know, man. I think it's the talking because I can't drink and talk. Like I could drink and talk, but like trying to get the stories out, man. You
Yep.
know, you stop and I'm also trying to fire up some of those neurons in my brain, trying to
Brain
get
cells.
whatever, man. Smart with me, smarty pants
Whatever.
on that dick.
No, dude. Choking on some Summer Shandy.
Yeah, that happens.
Yep. Oh man. So let's see. How many friends do we have on Facebook now since we were getting a few friend requests and sending out friend requests today? Does that say 42?
Yes.
An improvement over the 20 something.
Yeah.
And we finally got on Spotify. So that's a plus.
Yeah.
Really
So
glad that we got on
be
there.
sure to follow and subscribe.
What's our handle on there? Is it
Few beers in a shot.
yeah, a few beers in a shot on Spotify?
Yeah.
It's all one word. It's not spaced out.
Yep. And be sure to follow on Insta, on the gram, Facebook, and we'll keep adding social media.
Yeah. Oh, we also got onto what iHeartRadio and what was the other one we got on today?
I could Podchaser, I believe.
Okay. Nice. Finally getting out there. Yeah, Podchaser.
Yeah, there it is.
I don't know, man. So you feel like taking another shot right now?
Yeah, let me just make sure there's nothing in that glass.
No metal in the shot glass. You don't
Yes.
choke and die.
Yeah. Well, I didn't die. I feel like
Choke and
yeah. Like what's the dude in that movie Hangover? The Ken Yong or whatever his name is.
oh, yeah.
And he's just like, yeah, but did you die?
Yeah. Oh, dude. All right. So we're talking about movies right now.
Okay.
I
feel like this could go down
what?
a deep rabbit hole.
Well, no. I was just talking about like stupid-esque movies. I watched Idiocracy today.
Oh, dude.
Yes.
Awesome movie.
And I couldn't believe I'm sitting there listening. I'm like, oh my god, I forgot how good, but also how bad this movie is.
You know that's a reflection of our actual society.
Yeah. And you know that fucking Crocs.
Yes, I just saw the story.
Yes.
Before they were famous.
Yes.
Because and the guy that was the costume designer, he's like, I'm gonna look for the dumbest shoes possible.
Yep. And it's
then,
fucking Crocs.
And they became super famous and expensive.
Thinking of I was watching with the parts with like Dak Shepard.
Yeah.
He's sitting there and he's like, and
he needs electrolytes.
Luke Wilson's not gonna. And he's like, I'm baiting right now.
I'm baiting.
Because he's watching the Masturbate Network. He's like,
oh, yeah.
leave it alone, I'm baiting.
Well, yeah,
like he's doing it sitting there just sucking on a straw. Like, I'm baiting.
They had the Lazy Boys with the toilet integrated.
Yeah, because he's sitting there and he gets up and fucking flushes the toilet.
Mm-hmm. I'm baiting.
And what's her name? What the main Maya Rudolph.
Yeah.
And she's like, Luke Wilson's like, oh, don't stop painting. He's like, yeah, sure, won't stop, even if she's a prostitute.
Yeah.
He's like,
she was one of the like smarter people in that movie.
Well, she was part of the experiment that went into. She was the one that got frozen with him.
Yeah. Okay.
Because she was dating some rapper or whatever, and she got put in the cryo thing too. And then she woke up, and she's like, man, everybody's here. And then she gets arrested for working, or like, oh, she's a whore. Why? Oh, because she told this guy she was going to do stuff for money, and she didn't. And then she becomes the CEO of Starbucks. And Starbucks is where you go to get candies and everything else.
Yeah. Well, dude, that movie and Demolition Man.
Oh, yeah. Taco Bell.
Yeah, the food wars they call them. Yeah, I just like how right from the beginning, Stallone says something like messed up. He cursed, and then he's like, "What the fuck?" or "What the shit is this?" Whatever. I was like, "Din din din."
Yep.
What's his name? What was his name in the movie?
Rob Schneider, right?
No, no, no. Stallone's name, Spartan, John Spartan.
Oh yeah.
You've been fined whatever many dollars for for violating language laws or whatever. And then he goes next to the machine. He's just talking shit too, and he's getting all the tickets pulled out.
Yeah, that was a good movie too.
It
was
is.
a weird movie. Like I loved when they went into the the museum and him and Wesley Snipes find all like their old guns
Yeah,
and everything. I was like, oh yeah, this is what works.
yeah.
Pop, pop, pop.
And they had live ammunition for some reason.
It's like,
Yeah.
really, wouldn't you want to get rid of that stuff so it doesn't happen again?
Yep.
And they're like, where are we going for dinner tonight?
Taco Bell.
And they're like, oh, reservations? And he's like, Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And
The three seashells, man.
yes, the 3 seashells. You don't know how to use the 3 seashells?
And to the end of the movie, he's like, he doesn't
Yeah.
know. And he actually, at the end, that's like the ending line. He's
Yep.
like, tell me about the three seashells.
And Dennis Leary, when they're like,
Edgar Friendly.
he's like the leader of the normal people.
He's the leader of the resistance.
Yeah. And it's people living like real.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, we know.
Well, they go down there and he actually, Stallone gets a burger, like an actual burger, and he's like, "Oh my god, this is great! What's that?" He's like, "It's rat."
Yeah. Oh, dude.
That's a good movie. I gotta watch it
Yeah, that'd be another good one to watch.
again.
I'm trying to think. It's been so long since I watched the original Total Recall.
The Arnold one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good movie.
that one was way better than
The
other
Colin
one.
Farrell one.
Yeah. the things.
Running Man.
Yeah, there's only a few Colin Farrell movies I like. I like The Recruit. That was a good one.
The Recruit was good. He did Phone Booth I think was one of
That
his
was
great
I
ones.
like that one too.
That was good.
That was weird.
That was like a paranoia movie, like
Yeah.
claustrophobic,
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah, he's done some good stuff. Oh, he was in what's it called, The Gentleman or whatever, with Matthew McConaughey and
Oh yeah,
all those dudes.
that was the role. That was the one I really liked.
Yeah.
Because when he's like
It's
an
like, if
older.
you're gonna talk shit,
Yeah.
talk shit.
Yep. Yeah,
Don't just stand there, son.
If you're gonna stab me, stab me. He just
Don't
slaps the
stand
knife
there.
out of his hand.
Yeah, because he was like
Come on, boyo.
he was like the coach.
He was,
at, like,
he
a
was the
fight.
boxing. He was the boxing coach.
Yeah.
And then he was also like the leader of their little ring of whatever they were doing.
They're
And that's when he got all pissed off when they robbed the drug dealers.
Yeah.
He's like, "What the fuck? You don't do this shit. Like that's not what you do."
Yeah. Those, what do you call it? When they jump off the walls.
You jump off the
Yeah,
walls.
those dudes that like run and jump off shit.
Oh,
They did it on The Office.
parkour.
Parkour.
Yeah.
The Office. Parkour. Yeah, those dudes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was another good movie.
Yeah.
I did not like him in Daredevil.
Oh no, I don't think anybody
He
did.
fucked up.
The
Well-
Daredevil from the series was awesome. Like from the Daredevil series,
Yeah.
I think it was like season 3. That dude was a badass.
Yeah. I did not like him.
No, Colin Farrell was Bullseye. Well, the thing is, for one, the costume was garbage.
Yes.
Like he had the engraved or whatever
Yeah, the engraved bullseye on his head.
in his forehead, exactly. But yeah,
There's only one Daredevil
Charlie Cox.
that I like. So.
He's
Can't wait to see the new season.
Daredevil Reborn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. I think they're bringing him back and John Bernthal.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the Punisher for Disney too.
Did you see that
Speaking of the Punisher,
comics killed him?
yeah, dude, they just killed Kamala Khan, the Miss Marvel.
Mhm.
She died in I think it was the last issue of Spider-Man.
Hmm.
Like they killed her,
Yeah.
and they're making like a whole homage. I'm like, really? That character was not that great. She's Mr. Fantastic, basically.
Yeah. With a little bit of different things.
Not really.
No.
Her body stretched, literally. She did whatever Mr. She was a complete ripoff. She was a genius kid.
Mhm.
Mr. Fantastic was a genius. They have the same power.
Yeah.
They're just like,
But she was a Marvel.
because she idolized Captain Marvel.
Exactly. She was a Marvel.
That's like she She stole the name and she stole the power, dude. She was a shitty character.
Oh, I know.
Whatever.
Inclusion.
Yeah. No, her character came out way before like the inclusion got hard.
I know.
Yeah. True. Yeah. I was never a fan of her character. So I was like, oh, she died. Too bad.
Yeah, I didn't really get too in deep with that one.
Yeah.
All I know is that in the one Avengers video game that came out, you play her as
Oh yeah.
well.
I didn't like
And
that.
then there's so many updates. Like every other day, it seemed like there was like a 4-hour update.
That game was so repetitive
To the
though.
boy, like to the point where the boys just like deleted it. Nah, we don't want to play this no more.
I played it, I beat it, and then like they came out with like, oh, DLCs. You could be Spider-Man, you could be Black Panther, you could be whoever, and I was just like, I stopped playing it as soon as I beat it.
The only part I liked about it is when you were like
Iron Man.
No, when you were old Hawkeye.
I didn't play those parts.
Oh no!
I was like,
oh dude, no, there was like when you're fighting against Thor, or not Thor, against Hulk.
Yeah.
Because Hulk was like
Maestro.
Yeah, and you're kind of like, oh shit, okay, and then you kind of like, oh, you need to go through the and you'll find out what's going on, and he goes back there and he finds.
See, for that part, if they would have thrown in Old Man Logan, that would have pulled me in. But like they missed. There was so much low hanging fruit there, and they just missed it.
Oh yeah. Well, that happens.
And then I read reviews about how like, so you got the Spider-Man game, which is awesome. You play it and it's like so fluid.
Yeah.
Like once you get used to the controls, it's like,
the regular Spider-Man.
Yeah, the regular Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's so fluid. It's like the controls are so easy to use.
And I love the scenery and everything in it. Yep. It's awesome.
Yeah. And the stories are good. Yep. And I can't wait for Spider-Man 2 to come out. But I just saw reviews of how to be Spider-Man in the Avengers game, and it was like shitty. It was like the 1970s Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. No. Spider-Man was good. Miles Morales was pretty cool.
Yep.
That was another good game.
There's supposed to be a Wolverine game coming out too. It's been coming out forever. We'll see.
Oh, there's a lot of games that are always supposed to come out.
Yeah.
Like I saw they were showing in the new Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
All the X-Men characters are supposed to be making cameos.
Really?
Like Halle Berry, Famke Janssen, James Marsden. Like they're all supposed to come back as themselves too.
Really?
That was a rumor that they're all going to be coming back.
We'll see.
Which I would be okay with that.
Well, you got to remember, Ryan Reynolds is guaranteed to make you laugh.
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna probably he's gonna bring him back and kill them or something. Mm-hmm. He's gonna do something stupid.
Oh, they're just gonna be there and just hanging out, just like in the one.
Yeah.
Was it the first one, right?
It was the second
one when they open the door and they're all in there.
He's like, we can't get another X-Men. Well, how about the one with the wings?
When they open the door, they're all like, shh.
Yeah. They're like, close the door.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That was funny. Yeah. That whole scene where he's in the mansion is pretty funny. He's got Cerebro and he's disconnected. He's just rolling around in Professor X's wheelchair.
Yeah, that stuff's good.
Yeah.
The only thing I wish is that they would have done, he would do more of the
split personalities.
Yes, where he's talking to himself.
Well, that's even gone in the comic books now. It's
really?
not. Yeah, it's not there anymore. Like he'll still talk to himself and talk to the reader and all that, but the multiple personalities are pretty much phased out.
Oh, dude, I miss that.
Yeah.
Because then you'd be like, hey, how's it going? I want to kill him. No, you don't want to do it. Yes, I do.
Well, the Deadpool game was like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that game.
I'm gonna unalive you.
Oh, that was the Spider-Man cartoon.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna make sure you don't live anymore. What do you mean? Oh, don't worry. I'm just gonna make sure he won't be alive.
Yep.
Can't say that other word. I'm just gonna say he's not gonna be around anymore.
Nah. Deadpool's a crazy character, man.
Yes. That good old Wade, not Slade.
Yeah. Well, they still do stuff in the comics where I'm just like, holy shit! I'm like you picture it,
Mm-hmm.
Like if it was I know they're drawings or whatever, but you picture it. I remember the last one that got me to chuckle really hard was
I can't believe you just
chuckle.
You chuckle really hard.
Yeah. I was reading there's a Batman and Joker Daily Duo is a Black Label comic.
Okay.
So it's dark. And in this one, the Joker and Batman have to like team up against like some other entity or whatever you want to call it. And the Joker feels like he's Robin, so he's saying all this like funny, goofy shit. And Batman just loses it, punches him, and like the panel, you see the panel of the Joker's face is like all busted up and his teeth flying out. But it's funny because you connect it with the previous one. He's like, "Hey, Bats, what are we doing?" And like, boom, he just like busts his fucking head open. And it's funny because he's wearing like a gimp mask, which is supposed to be like soundproof because they have him in the Batcave and like they have zippers on the eyes and all that shit because they don't want him to know hear or see where he's at.
Yeah.
And then like he says something like that and it just punches him, the fucking mask flies off and the teeth come out. It was awesome, dude.
Hmm.
It was pretty funny.
That'd be something to see.
Oh yeah. I would still like to see Willem Dafoe play the Joker.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. And he's done interviews where they're like, "Would you do it?" And he's like, "If the right script comes along."
Yeah.
I think he would kill it, dude.
Oh yeah, but he would have to be like the Batman animated series.
He would have been great for like Batfleck Joker instead of Jared Leto
Yeah.
because they're older.
Yeah.
You know, like the Joker's still alive. Because Jared Leto looks like a young kid compared to fucking Batfleck.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I can't. I just
You don't know?
the Suicide Squad thing just didn't go.
Oh no,
I wasn't a big fan of it.
I wasn't either. First one or the second one.
No, I was just happy they made Peacemaker a show.
Yeah,
That's all they needed to do was just keep playing Peacemaker.
I don't like the movies where they gravitate towards a character because the artist is playing that character. The X-Men movies where they rotated around Jennifer Lawrence,
Yeah.
like they gravitated to her. Like the story gravitated around her. I'm like, why? I'm like, in the comics she's like a good character, like she's like a pretty elite character, but like no X-Men story revolves around her.
No, and like that Mystique played a role in the cartoon a lot.
Yeah, but it
Like,
was
but she was always involved.
she was a behind the scenes character.
Yes, but she was always involved in everything.
Yeah.
But she was never the focal point. But she was
Right.
always there to be like, fuck shit up.
Yep, exactly.
Everything would be going good, and then they would turn like, fuck.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, see you later.
Like, oh, we missed it. We forgot we got a shape shifting character in our midst.
Yep. You know, or like, dude, still, I think the best part of that X-Men animated series, and I still think about it every time like anything X-Men comes up, is when Morph. That whole part when Morph like got blown up in the explosion.
Yeah.
And Wolverine thought he was dead.
Yeah.
Like that whole series, like that whole section still gets me.
Supposed to be making a comeback, the '97
Next year.
X-Men. Yeah.
They just released that come out 2024.
Supposed to come out this year, but whatever.
They pushed it back, but that was another good animated series, dude. Especially when they brought in like X Factor and
Oh yeah.
all those other groups, and they brought
Forge and dude, X-Men right now in the comics is super great.
like when they brought in Havoc, Cyclops' brother.
Yeah.
Like that dude needed to play more of a role, I think, in the movies too, because they gave him a fucking bitch role.
Fucking MacGyver.
1 second, like, oh, Havoc. You know, like, that was it.
Yep.
Like, you know, that dude had his own fucking team.
Yeah.
And you give him a 5-second little thing where he shoots a fucking blast once and then he's done.
Yep. They haven't done the X-Men movies right.
Mm-mm.
I mean, probably the only one you can get away with was probably like X-Men 1 and X-Men 2 were enjoyable.
Yeah.
X-Men, what was it, The Last Stand with where they had the Phoenix Force. Every time they introduce the Phoenix Force, they fuck it up.
Yeah. I didn't watch the one with the chick from Game of Thrones.
The Dark Phoenix or whatever.
Yeah.
Wasn't great.
No.
See,
no, that was another good when I was in the animated series.
The Dark Phoenix
when she became Phoenix and was fucking everything up.
Yeah.
Like that was good.
Yeah, because that was a dark story, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they did show how Rogue got her powers. Like they did the memory with Miss Marvel. And, yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, like they covered a lot
in the cartoon.
In the cartoon that they just couldn't cover, or they didn't want to in the show.
Movies. Yeah.
Like I feel like they couldn't. Like when those X-Men movies came out, I don't think you really could have at that time. Like now you could. I don't think it would be as good.
I would like
Then
to see
is
the
always now.
the Onslaught saga animated, like an animated show
Hmm.
when like Magneto rips the adamantium out of Wolverine's body.
Yeah.
That would be a good one to watch because that was great.
Yeah. Or just even more about Magneto.
Yeah.
With what's his name? Uh, Michael
Well,
Fassbender.
yeah, he was a good Magneto. I liked him.
Yeah. But Ian McCullen.
He was good too. I just
Good old
thought like
Gandalf.
I thought he was too old for that character.
He was playing old Magneto.
Like, you know who they could have gotten to do like an older Magneto? Like, if you look at right now, just think about this. Picture this. You got Michael Keaton with the gray hair with the Batman suit. He looks huge.
Mhm.
Picture him like that with the Magneto suit. And that's like the animated Magneto.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because they needed Magneto's always been jacked, dude. He's not like
Yeah.
a older guy who's like, oh, you shall not pass. No, that dude was a fucking beast.
Yeah, that's true.
He was as big as Cyclops.
Yeah.
But then again, in the movies, Marsden's not that big. Yeah. They need to bring in John Cena or somebody.
No, that's too big.
Yeah.
I don't know who would be a good Cyclops replacement.
Henry Cavill would kill it.
Yeah, but dude, you could picture him on like how many
Anything.
different different superheroes.
Yeah, true.
Oh, he could be this one too. You can do just fucking clone him.
Yeah.
So he's in a movie against himself.
Yeah.
Playing himself against another guy who looks just like him.
It's not a bad idea. Well, you need somebody that's like 6'6", jacked. Who could you get? I mean, I'm sure there's actors out there we don't know, but we can't think of right now. But
I'm not sure.
like, Scott Adkins too.
Yeah.
He could like. I remember before. I think it was before Affleck. There was rumors he might be Batman, and I was like, he fits his profile, and he would beat ass.
Yeah.
But then you see the warehouse scene with Batfleck, and I was like, that's that Batman. That's like game Batman.
Yeah. I wish they would do a Batman.
Like a movie?
Yeah, that'd be cool. I like that guy. That was a good character.
Terry McGinnis? Yeah, he was a good.
But they also need to do a live action.
With Jensen Ackles.
The Winchesters got canceled.
I just saw that the other day, yeah.
I still love that episode in in the show when they're at the comic store.
Yeah.
It's Supernatural and he looks over and he sees the Red Hood mask. He goes, huh.
Yeah. Dude, that's cool.
Yeah, I wish he would have put it on.
I remember watching that Scooby Doo episode. That one was legit.
Yes.
He's always trying to hit on Daphne.
Yep.
And Fred's such a putz, dude.
He's like, hey, we're gonna go this way.
He's like, all right, you're coming on our team.
Yep.
He's like, no, it's just me and Daphne. No, it's the three of us.
Yep. Him. Velma's.
She's the only one. She's the only one that got action.
Yep.
Her with Sam. She's like, oh, those shoulders.
And then when they figure out that they're like, oh my god, they're really dead.
Oh no! When they find out that like ghosts and goblins and ghouls,
yes,
and Fred's losing his shoes, like we could have really been killing Dracula instead of like busting old dudes that are trying to scheme. And then Shaggy and Scooby get like legit scared.
Yep.
They're like, wait, that shit is real?
He's like, I told you.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they clear it all up. Oh, it was really the real estate investor. Oh, see, we told you. Yeah, that was a good episode. But that's when you knew they were like, all right, we can pretty much do whatever the fuck we want.
Oh yeah,
we want to do a Scooby-Doo episode.
Mm-hmm.
When they did like the musical one at the all-girls school.
Yeah, I mean that one was good. I wasn't like
I liked that one. I thought that was funny.
That's not even in my top 10.
Oh no. But I just liked how there was like that was the season where they were just doing whatever they want.
Yeah.
Like I love the one where they go into the real world and they're really themselves.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, you guys hate each other in real life.
Like, oh, you guys are hanging out? Oh, that's good. And you're like, what are you talking about?
Oh, and
We're
Misha,
brothers.
what's his name? Misha Collins.
Yeah.
He's like, what's his name? J and D
Yeah.
were messing with me. He's like tweeting.
When they go to uh the one dude's house and the fucking demon is his wife.
Which one?
Yeah.
Bobby?
No, not
Are you talking about
why
like
am I
the
drawing
werewolf?
why am I drawing a blank here?
You talking
Not,
about DJ Qualls that married the werewolf?
no, not Jensen Ackles, the other guy.
Jared Padalecki?
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
His wife.
Oh yeah,
His wife
yeah,
in real life.
yeah. She's the actor that played the demon.
Yes. And
I'm trying to think like, wait, which one of their friends got married to a
and
demon?
he's like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
Yeah. Was it
Ruby? Yeah, Ruby. It's like, Ruby. Oh, why are you guys still in character?
He's like, this is my house?
You live in Canada?
Oh yeah. It's like Paladecki. You're Polish?
Jensen Ackles, what kind of name is that?
Yeah.
And then he's like, dude, you were on a soap opera.
Oh man, we could probably go on for hours with.
Oh yeah, dude. That'll have to be its own
Episode.
Its own separate thing will just be Supernatural, the show, and then just Supernatural things.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a really good show.
Oh yeah, dude. That was, and it has to be one of the longest running shows that was ever out there, really.
Well, if you take out shows like The Simpsons and shit, yeah.
But like live action.
Yeah.
Besides like soap operas.
Yeah.
Those go on forever and just replace characters with other people.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that show is probably one of the longer ones that has ran with the same cast.
Well, they try to end it, what, like 3 times?
Yeah.
And
it ended and it came back. And it ended and came back. And then they're trying to still get a season 16 to come out.
I saw that too, yeah. I mean, they could, but they kind of messed it up with that ending where they like thanked all the fans and all that.
Yeah. But they could have it where changes it back. He's like, yeah, I'm not done with you guys.
Which God? There's only Jack now.
Well, they could go back to where that.
Somebody tricked Jack into losing his powers?
Yep.
That can happen.
Dude, how much weird shit has happened in that show that they could do it.
A cool character I like that a lot was the Void.
Yeah.
That was a cool character. Yeah. Like, not per se, like, because they brought back one of the chicks that Ruby possessed.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, she was the face of the Void. And I was like, okay, whatever. But, like, the character itself was like, God has no domain here and the devil has no domain here. I was like,
yeah, that was pretty cool.
I was like, shit. He's like, I'm outside of all that crap. It's like, I just want to sleep.
Yep. And he's like, why did you wake me up? I just wanted to sleep.
Yeah.
Just leave me alone.
The funny thing was the God bomb, where they're trying to do the Jack the God bomb with God. And then they're like, nope, you're going into the void. And then boom, he blows everything up. And they fuse back together.
Yep. I love I like the Leviathan.
That season was cool.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wish they would have done more. There was I think there was one episode where they run into Constantine.
I don't remember.
I think pretty sure he was in like one episode.
Mm.
I feel like they would have done that. But they also need to do a sequel to Constantine with
Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
I think they said it's in the works.
Well, he said he wants to do it, but nobody ever brought anything up.
I think it's supposed to be in the works.
He was asked one role you want to.
Yeah, but Colbert.
Yeah. And he's like, if anything, it'd be John Constantine. Yeah.
The thing is, like, they could have just changed the name, and then because Constantine's English,
yeah,
like the actual character, and he's like, Keanu, like. A wise ass,
yeah,
and he's always but he's like a smart wise ass. There's always like something to what he does.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Keanu Reeves, showed that.
No.
Yeah.
I still like that movie.
Yeah, the movie was good. Phil loves it because Ryan Gosling's. Or was it?
Wait, I can't.
Ross.
Ryan
Ross.
Gosdale.
Ross Scottsdale? What's his name?
Gavin
Rossdale.
Rossdale.
I haven't.
I don't know who Ryan Gosdale is. Ryan Gosdale?
Gavin Rossdale. There you go.
I love that movie. Ryan Gosdale.
Yeah.
Who? You know that guy, Gosdale?
Shut up, dude.
You know what? You should text Phil right now. Hey, I was talking about your favorite guy of all time, Ryan Gosdale. He'd be like, who?
The guy from Bush,
the
man.
guy from Bush, Ryan Gosdale. He was
Yeah.
in. No, don't even say from Bush. Just say that guy that was in.
The guy that was in that band that plays music that he's still like he's probably gonna be thinking about it for hours.
And I'd be like, who's Ryan Gosdale? And he'd be like,
that was my bad. That was my mistake. Dude, what can I say?
were you trying to think of like Ryan Gosling for
No.
a second? Because that's where you were. It sounded like.
It sounded like it. I know, and then I'm like, it's not fucking Ryan Gosling. It's Ryan Gosdale.
Gavin Rossdale. Balthazar.
Yep. Like fire.
Yeah, he's like,
I live for this. No, what did he say? I was born of this.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then he dies.
Does he die? No.
Yeah, he dies in it. Well, he gets sent back to hell.
Yeah, that's what he does. But he gets sent back as a traitor, so he's done.
Yep. Then at midnight, which was every movie.
Idris Elba. Oh no! Yeah, the guy from Gladiator.
Yes, that guy.
I forgot his name, but yeah.
That dude that's in everything.
Yeah.
And then what's his nuts was in it?
Shia LaBeouf.
Yes.
He was Chad, who's supposed to be like Constantine's lifelong friend.
Yeah.
And they put a kid.
And he gets killed.
Yeah. He became an angel in the end credit scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like they could still do it.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, they did all those John Wick movies.
Well, that was before like sequels were like a big thing.
No, yeah, I know.
John Wick,
but it left it open for a sequel. Once the devil took his cancer out of his chest.
Yeah.
You know, like
because he's gonna go back to smoking.
Yeah, he did right at the end. He's like,
Oh, but he was chewing gum.
I thought he did one though.
He was chewing gum.
Okay. But still, it left you open for a sequel.
True. Ready to do a shot, man?
Yeah, sure. Might as well do a shot and call it into the night.
Yes. We diverted from the summer stories to movies, which is always a topic I'm willing to talk about.
That's okay. But, just for everybody else out there, make sure you try to find us on
Spotify, Instagram, Facebook.
Yep. Anywhere you can. We'll be. And can't wait until next week when we have another beer and a couple shots. Yes. And we'll figure out something to talk about.
We'll think of something.
Yep.
Chatterbox.
So what's the shot for tonight?
The shot for tonight.
We gotta cheers to something.
We can cheers to Shia LaBeouf dying in Constantine.
No, cheers.
His character, not him. He didn't die.
Yeah, but he went off the rails after that.
Was it after that?
Almost after
that. Okay.
Maybe no, it was after Transformers.
Yeah, it was Transformers.
After Transformers, he lost his way. Yeah. Megan Fox can do that. Because she lost her way too, because she was.
Yeah. What can we do a shot to?
To life.
To life. I like that.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to me. Friends, we will always be.
Yes, sir.
Everybody.
Good night.